If you haven't been living underneath a rock for the past couple of weeks, you'd know about the meme-worthy apology video that was recently uploaded by Colleen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings. You know the one. She has a ukulele and plays it while also trying to debunk the drama and allegations engulfing her throughout the past couple of weeks. She even states that she was advised against doing this by her PR team in the beginning of her video. After I watched that video, I had the idea of looking back at some of the absolute worst apologies ever made, but not by just YouTubers, but also TikTokers and other social media platforms. Now, I'll try my hardest to scour the internet to find the worst apologies that you've never seen before. But of course, I'll still add some of the apologies that we've seen on YouTube or TikTok before. From creators apologizing for homophobic and racist tweets or DMs from their past, to creators flat out blaming their mental health for speaking to underage fans and taking advantage of those fans, the apology videos that are on the internet are all over the place, stemming from small controversies to huge dramas that happen all over the internet. But they are all awful. Today we look at 6 creators who upload really bad apologies to their platform that hurt their chances of being forgiven by their audience. These creators either made excuses for their actions or pushed the blame onto something or someone else, or they didn't take the allegations seriously and made jokes out of the whole situation. These apologies are pretty bad, so let's get into the worst apologies ever uploaded to the internet. If you enjoy this video, leave a like at the end of the video and let me know what video I should do next in the comments below. In January of 2021, a Rocket League Twitch streamer by the name of Miss Dirty Bird would tell her small community that she was diagnosed with lung and brain cancer. After this announcement, Miss Dirty Bird's community started to grow and more eyes would be placed on her streams. The community was concerned and hoped for the best for Miss Dirty Bird. She'd start to get acknowledgement from bigger streamers and ended up being raided a couple times while on stream. After more buzz started to surround Miss Dirty Bird, her online life started to intersect with her personal life. See, Miss Dirty Bird has a sister, one that also live streams on Twitch. After hearing about Miss Dirty Bird's claims of having lung cancer and brain cancer, her sister would jump on a live stream to discuss the claims and also point out how disappointed she was with Miss Dirty Bird because their family member passed away from cancer within the past 5 years.
I wanted to address my sister's stream today. Her having cancer, I don't think, she hasn't said anything to any of us. The only surgery that we know of is her foot. It hurts me that she has said this because as of 3 days ago, it was 5 years ago that my gran passed away from small cell lung cancer. So the fact that she is lying about having cancer hurts me.
Now, shortly after this, Miss Dirty Bird uploaded the first of 2 apologies onto her platform.
I don't know why people that don't even know me hate me. Or maybe I do. Because now I hate me too. And I know that no one's gonna want to listen. That's okay. Because right now, I don't see a reason for trying. Or for talking. Or for breathing.
This one was pretty bad and was so scripted that people pointed out that it was actually an apology that was in a movie. Around this same time, she was also getting flack from another Twitch streamer who she accused of making troll accounts to slander her name. This led the streamer to document all of the times that Miss Dirty Bird lied about having cancer and also caught her on a live stream saying she never had cancer to begin with. Now, because of the first apology being debunked and realizing that she had to upload a new apology, Miss Dirty Bird released another video claiming that this was the real apology that had no cuts or scripts. This wasn't a horrible apology, but fans of her streams hated how she handled the whole situation initially, so they left and never looked back. Laura Lee is a makeup and beauty guru content creator who started to upload videos to the YouTube platform in the early 2010s. But in 2018, after a back and forth ensued involving Jeffree Star, Laura Lee's old tweets would come back to haunt her. In 2018, fans of Jeffree Star started to do their own investigation on Laura Lee, and what they found were tweets dating back from 2012 where Laura would either tweet out or retweet racist tweets. The people digging into her past also saw that she was fat shaming people as well. The tweets on the screen now are just some of the tweets that led to Laura Lee losing over 500,000 subscribers in a short time frame. She'd also lose a lot of her sponsors with big beauty companies like Ulta dropping her. To try and save her reputation, Laura tweeted out a long-awaited apology for her past actions, stating, "I want to deeply apologize for comments of mine that recently surfaced from 6 years ago. The insensitive retweet and tweets I made are inexcusable, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart to anyone affected by them. I deactivated my Twitter last night because I was mad at myself for the ignorant tweets that I made back in 2012. That girl who tweeted that isn't who I am today. I now understand the seriousness behind those tweets. Those tweets aren't humorous in any way to me today, and I am truly sorry to everyone I hurt and offended. I feel so disgusted about this and want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I am incredibly grateful for this community. Social media has taught me so much about the injustice, bullying, and inequality people face daily. I'm at a place of more understanding now, but there's always room for me to learn and grow. I'm thankful for my subscribers, this community, and my husband who all continue to help me on that journey. With this all in mind, I want to make sure that I'm not only apologizing for my words, but following up with action. I want to make sure ignorance like this is being left in the past, not just for me, but for everyone. With that, I will be focusing on getting involved with foundations that focus on educating the importance of equality and social justice. These jokes relate to awful realities so many people face, and I want to work with organizations focusing on changing that. I have a few in mind, but if you have any to recommend, I am all ears and would love to hear what the organization you love and support. Personally, I will continue to work on myself. I'm not perfect, but I know I am better than this. I'm holding myself and my actions accountable to use this as a learning moment. I sincerely apologize to you all, and I hope with time I am able to earn your respect back. But this apology took way too long to come out, and it took far too long for Laura to even acknowledge the tweets that resurfaced. As the subscribers continued to fall, Laura once again tried to save her image by posting a 5-minute apology video onto her YouTube channel. This once again just hurt her image even more. Throughout the whole apology video, viewers pointed out the crocodile tears that were present in the video. Laura was wiping her eyes, but there was never any tears.
It's probably the hardest things I've ever done. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to you guys. I'm so sorry for disappointing you. It hurts me so bad to disappoint you all who have supported me for so many years and know that I'm better than that person. 6 years ago, decided to retweet things that were so vile and hurtful. I was so stupid and ignorant, and I have no excuses here today. I'm not here to give you an excuse. I have no excuses. I'm only here to say that I'm so sorry.
This apology was one of the worst up until this point, until others dethroned her recently. Sienna Mae Gomez is a TikToker who was able to amass a huge following on the platform, but her rise to the top came to an intense stop when allegations came out against Sienna Mae, and how she SA'd a fellow TikToker named Jack Wright while he was unconscious at a party. This was exposed by Jack's friend Mason, who started throwing subs at Sienna on Twitter. Eventually, people started to link Sienna Mae to the tweets, and then everything exploded. Sienna made a huge video debunking some of the claims made by Mason on TikTok, but this wasn't an apology video, just a video to get ahead of the allegations. And without Jack telling his side of the story, it seemed like Mason was just lying, and Sienna made it out of the controversy alive. But a couple weeks later, Jack uploaded his very own video recounting the events, not just from that night, but throughout their entire friendship. During Jack's video, he'd claimed that Sienna constantly forced herself on him, and even though he made it clear that he didn't see her as anything more than just a friend, Sienna continued to force herself on him even more until the Hawaii trip, where his friends were actually there to record their interaction and get her off of him while he was unconscious. After this, Sienna tried to upload another video pleading her case and apologizing, but it wasn't perceived very well. She blames other people and Jack for his actions and how he clearly didn't make it known enough, because if he did, she wouldn't have been trying to force herself onto him as much as she was. After this, she took some time off, but during the mix of everything, she uploaded an apology video to her YouTube channel, and it was interpretive dance as an apology.
That I think a lot of people my age can relate to. I hope this can inspire you.
I wanna be wild and young. Ooh.
This video was up there as one of the worst apologies ever made on the internet. Again, this was a horrible incident, and the apology was in the form of dance and really didn't apologize at all. But the video was deleted a couple weeks after everything had happened. But to this day, is one that is memed on just as much as the ones that we'll talk about even further along in this video. During We Found the Bodies live stream, he'd ask one of his viewers who was missing in the chat of his previous live streams where that viewer has been. In response, this viewer would tell We Found the Body that her mom just died, which is one of the reasons that she hasn't been as active on his streams. A clip was shared on Twitter of his reaction to the news that his viewer's mom just died, and it wasn't as good as you'd probably think it would be. You'd probably think it would be genuine, nice, filled with somebody trying to support somebody else, because that's just how humans are, but it wasn't.
Oh my God, well, tell you what, Miss Dirty Curvy, you know what we're not gonna do? We're not gonna talk about it in my chat, because it's Friday, and that is a whole big bucket of bummer. And I'm sorry for your loss, but we're not doing that in my fucking chat. Thank you. Well, okay, Miss Dirty Curvy, you said, no, that's fine. You asked, so I told. No, I didn't ask you to tell me the biggest fucking bummer news in the world. I said, hey, what's up? How are you? You know what? Let me give you a little bit of a lesson, Miss Nerdy Curvy. When something really, really bad is going on in your life, and in a public forum, someone asks you, hey, what's up? How are you? There are two acceptable responses. Good, and you know what? I'll make it through. That's it.
The viewer in question was another streamer named Miss Nerdy Curvy. She uploaded clips of We Found the Body stream to Twitter with a link to a twit longer where she spoke about the events that transpired over on his live stream. At the end of the twit longer, she does state that she did overshare and she does place some of the blame on herself, but she also pointed out how John asked her how she's been and where has she been. And when she answered, he went on a tangent saying that this isn't a place to overshare, even though he's the one who asked in the first place. We Found the Body went on to upload an apology video to YouTube, which is now unlisted, and during his apology, he blamed Miss Nerdy Curvy for oversharing and how he has a rule on not oversharing onto his platform. Which is understandable, but he goes on to make himself look like an idiot for pretty much saying that he isn't there to help anyone out or listen to people's problems.
And she expressed to me that she understood why I don't like that sort of thing being entered into my chat. We had an understanding. The frustration you witnessed in that edited clip that she provided is a result of this expectation not being understood as I believed it was. The frustration from having her argue in chat that she was, quote, just answering my question, even though she's been spoken to about this type of thing before, and she knows full well, you know, she was a streamer for a time, that this type of thing is most certainly frowned upon. Dude, I'm getting follows right now. From Joe JCKS, Bro Chacho, welcome to the channel, dude. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Maybe we should just, you know what? Fuck it. We're not going to cut this out. Let's one and done. I like to say one and done. Where was I? Oh yes. Thirdly. Oh, my third point. Yes, I'm still counting the points. Firstly, secondly, thirdly. And this is where a lot of you are going to hate me more than you already do. It's not my job to take on people's grief or drama while I'm live. Big or small, seemingly harmless or not. It's just not my job. It is my job, however, unfortunately, to have to repeatedly explain to specific individuals that they violated the channel rules and chat expectations to not share heavy, energy-changing news or drama in the chat. Now, I understand that I was somewhat harsh and crass and insensitive to this woman. I'm sorry for that. I have apologized. I'm still sorry for it.
Now, he does apologize during this video, but later doubles back and states he hates Miss Nerdy Curvy, and that's the reason why he was so insensitive to when she stated that her mom just died, and that's the reason why she hasn't been active in his chats.
Like, there's so many people being like, what a motherfucker, why did you did that? You're such a piece of shit. Just because her mom died, you treat her like shit? No. I treated her like shit because I don't like her. Oh, about what's happening lately, you know, on Twitter and stuff. And I just want to thank you for bringing some people to the channel. And hopefully, like, if you could, and this is part of the prayer, just make them not be a bunch of whining pussies. Like, if at all possible. I know you can't control the internet and people have free will, so they're going to do what they want. But, like, if there's something you could do to make sure that, like, just a bunch of whining, sniveling, obnoxious, annoying little bitches don't come to the channel, that would be really fucking cool. But if they do, that's okay. That's fine. I can handle it. I'm just, you know, asking the big guy for some help.
OnlyJS is a popular TikToker, and on their platform, they have generated 18.5 million followers. This was due to their content, which was centered around psychology facts. Around 2021, OnlyJS started to get called out by other creators within the community for allegedly stealing other people's videos and just rewording the video to make it their own. OnlyJS went on to ignore those claims, but shortly after this, screenshots emerged of DMs between OnlyJS and someone else from their high school. The DMs that OnlyJS exchanged with this individual were extremely racist, and after this, OnlyJS was called out non-stop until they addressed the controversy, which they did. OnlyJS uploaded their first apology onto TikTok, claiming that they knew the severity of the word they called someone, but they were extremely angry at the time and they just weren't thinking. They'd claim that they would take a step back and share their platform with black creators, but ended up lying about that statement, ignoring multiple emails from another creator named Aunt Karen, where Aunt Karen would actually make videos subbing and adding OnlyJS because they were not answering their emails.
For using racist rhetoric and derogatory language to hurt others, because I knew what that word meant and I understood the power behind it, but I said it anyway because it was the meanest thing that I could think of. And I am so sorry to everyone, but especially to those in the black community, because only you guys can forgive me for this, and there is no excuse and there are no justifications for what I said, and you guys deserve better. And when I first saw the screenshots, I didn't even think that they were real because I forgot how hateful and how angry of a person I used to be. And it hurts my soul knowing that I said those things. But the screenshots and the things I've said in my past are not a reflection of who I am today. And I am so grateful for the people in my life that I met after high school, in college, at my previous jobs, and on TikTok who took their time to educate me on their experiences. Because listening to them was so powerful and a real reality check for me. So I want to take this time to take a step back and share my platform with some amazing black creators who are going to tell their story to try and educate others on the trauma that happens when we use this kind of language.
This apology was extremely scripted and felt disingenuous towards their actions, and it just seems like it was an apology that they made to try to save face. After this apology, OnlyJS lost almost 700,000 followers and was criticized a bunch all over the internet, with big creators on TikTok and YouTube calling out OnlyJS for lying to their community. Now, there are a lot of creators on the internet, so obviously there are a ton of creators who have really horrible apologies. Here are some honorable mentions before we get to the final terrible apology video. Tony Lopez is a creator on TikTok who was caught messaging a minor and was under investigation. He'd apologized for his actions on an Instagram live, which was obviously not saved to the internet. This was a really bad apology, and he never even said anything on TikTok or anywhere else. He just goes on IG live to apologize. But Tony Lopez loves to demonetize videos that even mention the incident, so I really couldn't dive in deep to this controversy because the last video I did on Tony Lopez was claimed by his team, and then the video just flopped after that because after it got claimed, nobody wanted to watch it. Minilad was another creator with a horrible apology towards the minors that he interacted with. During this apology, he blames his mental health for everything that transpired. He uploaded 2 different apologies, with the first one being the worst out of the 2 because he was very vague with the controversy and didn't speak about the issues head on, but would upload a second apology which was better, but the damage was already done. I actually just uploaded a video on this situation, so if you want to look at how horrible his apologies are, I'd say check out that video. And for the final honorable mention, it has to go to the YouTuber Cryotic, or Cry for short. Cry was outed as someone who messaged 20 young women inappropriately throughout his peak on YouTube. These young women would come out against him, and he'd upload a small apology to his YouTube channel, stating that he had no clue that the girls were underage and blamed it on his mental instability. This was a huge creator who used to collaborate with PewDiePie during the 2010s, but since his apology video, he hasn't uploaded to the platform and has went dark, possibly avoiding the legal ramifications of his actions. Now, screenshots and allegations started to resurface online just a couple weeks ago about Miranda Sings, aka Colleen Ballinger. The screenshots alleged that Colleen was messaging her underage fans in a group chat called Colleenie's Weenies. During this group chat, Colleen would overshare a lot of the personal things that were happening during her life in 2016, but also was very inappropriate with the members in that group chat. Adam McIntyre was one of the members of that group chat that would out Colleen in a video from 2020. He'd state that he received lingerie in the mail from Colleen when he was only 13 years old. He'd also state that his life around that time was engulfed with Colleen trauma dumping about her relationship during 2016. Colleen uploaded a video in regards to that first video uploaded by Adam McIntyre. She'd admit that she did send him the lingerie, but it was all just a joke.
Or things that were already public. The biggest issue that came from his video is that I sent a child underwear, and wow, anyone who heard this out of context and was offended, I completely understand because I would be too. But in this situation, context is everything. So I would like to give you some context to this situation. 4 years ago, I did a live stream, and in this live stream, I did a giveaway. I was giving away clothes that were unused, tagged still on, brand new, that I had just bought but I did not want. One of the items that was in this box was a really ugly pair of underwear. As soon as we pulled them out, Corey and I started laughing and joking around about how ugly they were. Why did I buy these ridiculous underwear? It was so stupid.
I just got a big old box from Forever 21 and I want to open it up in front of you guys. Maybe I'll send the ones I don't want to you guys. I got a bunch of crop tops. The panties from you.
And people started asking for them in the live stream.
Everyone wants that bra.
You want the bra?
Everyone wants the bra.
At the end of the live stream, I was done giving away clothes, and then this boy who made this video about me recently, he asked for the underwear.
Yay, we picked people. I think that's enough.
Did that boy win these or not?
I don't know. He has to tell me what he wants.
What do you say? Is he being mean?
He said, hi, you have ugly clothes, but I want those ratchet panties and bras signed by Corey because he modeled them well.
Yeah!
It was so ridiculous and funny, we laughed about it, and I forgot to send them to him. And eventually he tweeted me asking me for them again. I sent them to him. He put them on over his clothes and posted about them. It was like a big joke within the fandom. I did this publicly. That live stream is still up right now. And I've always given out weird random things in live streams. I've given out a taco costume. I've given out old bobby pins, dirty shoes. A few weeks ago, I sent a fan like a single piece of toilet paper. I've always given away weird stuff. And so in my mind at the time, this was no different than all the other weird stuff I send to my fans as a joke. Now, in hindsight, I see how completely stupid of me. I should have never sent that. I don't know what part of my brain was missing at the time that I thought, oh, this is a normal, silly thing to do. I should have realized and recognized how dumb that was and never sent it to him, no matter how much he asked.
The controversy went quiet, but recently, more members of that group chat would come out against Colleen. and for a couple weeks she was quiet, but a week ago she came out with a video titled Hi. This video was pretty terrible. To speak about the allegations, Colleen picked up a ukulele and started to sing and play it as she spoke about the drama at hand. She stated that she did overshare when she was younger because she wanted to be a cool aunt at a party, one that wanted to be close to her community. She'd then go on to state that this was a toxic misinformation hate train and the people that were involved were just manipulating the situation to make her look like a horrible person. She also states in some of the chorus that she shouldn't be killed. Not she shouldn't be killed, but somebody shouldn't be killed for it. So I'm guessing she's attempting to play the suicide like card on her side.
So let's go on the toxic gossip train. The locomotive's fueled with hateful accusations. The toxic gossip train. Steamroll over someone's reputation. Toxic gossip train. Hop on board but close your eyes, otherwise you'll realize that the train is made of lies, and that person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die, but hey, at least you're having fun. In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for their mistakes. You know, we should hope that everyone can learn from their mistakes and grow and change their behavior and be a better person. And this is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes, and it's something that I will continue to try to do. What? Oh, you don't care? Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to take accountability, but that's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No. Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise. Yeah. I feel like I can already hear the comments on this video. She's gaslighting, manipulating. Oh, she's a narcissist and a rat. I would never make a mistake like that. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize me. Bring out the daggers made from your perfect past and stab me repeatedly in my bony little... Someone new to harass, she did some things that I do not like in her past, so everybody gather round, cause we're about to attack, but not based on facts, oh no. Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen, so shoot me down quick with a click and bam! My reputation's deceased. I also wanted to take a minute to talk about that girl Miranda Sings. You know the one. Yeah, her. She's PG-13. It says that on my website, and it's always been that way. And that's why you won't find my videos on the YouTube Kids app. Anyway, I didn't realize it was my responsibility to decide what was appropriate for every kid to see. I've always relied on parents to decide if they're comfortable with their families watching my YouTube videos or coming to my live shows.
Now, after you just watched that clip, this was probably one of the worst apology videos ever posted to the internet. Not only did she disregard pretty much everything that was said by the people who came out against her, but she also painted the drama as misinformation and a hate train. This, I feel, discredits the minors who were involved and labels them as the aggressors, and she's just the victim who's getting unnecessary hate, but fails to provide any type of proof to even back her claims up. This video was perceived really negatively, but Colleen didn't care, and the video is still up even though it's been deemed one of the worst and most insensitive videos on the internet right now. But this has been the worst apologies on the internet. Which apology did you think was the worst? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know which video I should do next in the comments below. If you want to suggest a video idea, the best way to do so is by following me and DMing me on Instagram, or by joining the Discord. Both will be linked in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to never miss any future uploads. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.